and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Stocks. In today's video, we are going to talk about Workhorse, because honestly, we haven't talked about Workhorse in quite a while, and it had some pretty good news today. But before we get started, can I please ask you guys to drop that like button as well as press that amazing subscribe button, because it does go a long way in supporting the channel. And I do thank every single of the 754 subscribers that I do have. We are growing slowly but steadily. But let's go ahead and get started with Workhorse today. Currently going for $22.67. Now, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to get to the news that happened today, and if I think it's still a buy or a sell or whatever it is. So $22.67, up more than 10.96%, which is pretty juicy. That's pretty good. It did open up today at $21.52. Then it dropped around 3.5%. Let me just zoom in for you guys. So it did drop that 3.55%, and then ever since then it went up 7.9%, even to the maximum of $23.09. Now, recently in the last couple of days, it did have quite a bit of a scare sell-off based on a couple of news, and we will touch on that a little bit. In the past month, we are still up more than 38%. In the past 6 months, we are still up more than 599%. So you still have to keep that in mind, even though in the last week it had this huge 24% sell-off. Now we look what happened to Workhorse, right? You know, the $6 billion contract that I had with USPS actually came out and said it was delaying awarding its long-awaited contract, and now probably won't announce a winner before Q1 2021. So that scared a little bit of the investors and sold, and that's why we saw that huge 24% down sell-off, I guess you could say. But today, obviously we see that it went up 4% after hours, but it went all the way up at one point. Well, I guess you could say it's up 11%. And why is that? Why did we see such a huge buy-in or such a huge increase from yesterday's sell-off to today's end of day market? And it's because a certain thing, right? So we had a little bit of a pullback, and then we have Wood. You guys remember Wood from ARK Invest? Katie Wood added 153,000 shares of Workhorse to ARK Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF. Now, the ETF now owns 1.36 million shares of Workhorse. The stock is the 18th largest position in the ETF with assets of 27.8 million and makes up 2.4% of the fund's assets. Now, if you really think about it, why would whoever's looking at this video, sell Workhorse when Wood and ARK Invest is buying more and more and more? Why is that? Because they believe in this company in the long run, and you should also believe in this company in the long run. Workhorse shares fell as news came from trucks.com that the U.S. Postal Service was delaying the $6 billion contract for 180,000 delivery vehicles. The USPS confirms the delay. Yes, so we won't see another information about this USPS contract maybe after the first 3 months of Q1 2021. But we do believe that around, say for example, the $19 price tag is the bare minimum that we will see, and it's only going to go up from there. ARK Invest and Katie Wood believe in this company. I believe in this company, and it's definitely going to be a long way forward until we see some huge potential win. But if you guys didn't get into this company early on, I think this is still a very, very, very possible entry. Workhorse is currently doing a lot of good things, and they just keep increasing the production and all that stuff. Now you shouldn't just solely put all your eggs in Workhorse and based on this contract itself, because that is, Workhorse isn't just producing vehicles for USPS, it's producing vehicles for a lot more other companies, and obviously you guys already know this. So I strongly believe $22.67 is definitely still a buy-in, because it, you know, at one point it was at $30.60. Like, come on, that's still, even if you just buy 10 shares of Workhorse, that is $80. You know, from $22 to $30, that's $80 profit, which isn't much for a lot of people. But if you buy 100 shares, that's $800 profit alone, and it's only going to keep increasing. It did get to a point where it was at $15.38. Luckily for me, you know, I did buy a little bit higher, and then I sold when it was higher, and then I waited till it dropped a little bit when it was around $16, and I bought in again. Hopefully riding out this huge potential growth and huge potential gains. Now, I am not a financial advisor, so please do not take my words as advice. Go consult your financial advisor, do your own homework, do your own research. But this is definitely something that you guys should definitely keep in your portfolio, because it is going to give us huge returns in the long runs, and I want you guys to also get all that money. Let's get this money together. Anyways, that was today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, as well as press that amazing subscribe button, because it does go a long way in supporting the channel, and I do thank every single one of you guys. And I will see you guys next time on Coffee and Stocks.